What's going on, my dudes? We're back here in Ark on Fjordor, and today we're going to be checking out everything you need to know about the Desmodus, which is this huge, really cool vampire bat behind me. I have slain one and made a statue of it, but I actually hung every color region from the ceiling here, so there's going to be 6 here, and then I started testing color regions and realized that there's not actually any color regions that are customizable. So from what I understand, every Desmodus is going to look the same, I guess. I don't know. They seem to have like a cool red tint to them, and I don't know. So I kind of like customized my outfit to fit it, but we are going to be talking about how to tame this thing, how to spawn it in, every feature that it has. And I am on PC. I'm not on Xbox, so I'm not familiar with the Xbox controls, but I know here that the first feature I'm going to be showing off is its invisibility. So if you just hold right click down, you can literally go invisible, and you can hang from ceilings and stuff like that. We're going to talk about that later, but you can not use invisibility during the day unless you're hanging from something. If it's during the day and you're hanging from something, you can use invisibility, but at nighttime you can use your invisibility cloak whenever you want, and it does cost stamina. So we're going to go on to the next feature now. So the next feature is night vision, and like this sonar like radar type thing it has for detecting stuff. So if we go out, and this obviously works better at night, and hold R, it actually pulls up a wheel option to turn on lifesteal and turn on night vision. We're going to turn on night vision, and then we're going to talk about lifesteal here in a little bit, because that's actually really neat. But one thing to note when you do have night vision on is be careful of deep water, because you can see the water is really hard to see. The only reason I know this is water is because I can hear it and I see all the pebbles underneath the water. But so if you're like flying these around the oceans, be really careful, because it's hard to see the water. So the second or third feature we're going to be talking about here is the sonar radar type thing we've got going on, and it's if we hold left click long enough, it will screech and highlight any nearby targets with like this red aura, and you can also see this aura without night vision on, so that's really cool. And it's like a directional audio whenever it pings something. You guys have probably noticed by now that this flies a lot like a tappy, in the way that it has like directional flying with being able to go in all directions and straight up and straight down and stuff like that. But it's also similar to the Griffin, kind of, in the sense that it has a dive speed boost, but whenever you like even it out, it doesn't keep that momentum like the Griffin does. It doesn't glide, it goes back to like flying. So the momentum from diving isn't great, but the diving speed boost itself is really good if you need to go down fast, which like I imagine doing this like with invisibility on over somebody's base and just like diving down real fast to like do something cool and awesome. But I do want to note that this thing carries small dinosaurs as well as humans. It will pick you up, and we're going to talk about lifesteal now. So I turn lifesteal on, and you can see it automatically starts draining whatever I'm carrying and giving me blood packs from it. Now, aside from having lifesteal on, because I don't want to kill this thing, so I turn lifesteal back off. With this lifesteal doesn't affect the attacks, so every time you attack something, you get 1 blood pack per 50 damage you do. So this is like, having one of these is by far the most efficient way of farming blood packs. So if you like, I don't know, want to go ham on blood stalkers or whatever, you're tired of pulling blood with an extraction syringe, definitely one of these are the way to go. And they have so many more uses that I'm going to touch on. I do want to note on the harvesting, you guys saw me harvest that. It doesn't matter what dino it is, even if it's like a tech dino or something that might give you more materials. When you harvest, you're going to get raw meat, spoiled meat, and more blood packs. So these are one of the only, actually it might be the only dinosaur allowed to fly in caves. Maybe that's a Fjordor exclusive, I don't know. But definitely for like artifact hunting and stuff, you're going to want one of these. So I flew into a cave to show you guys kind of what's going on. You can see it's consuming blood packs. That's because this thing eats blood packs from your inventory to tame itself, right? So I'm giving you guys an example of how hectic it can be in a cave. Even if you are on a Desmodus, you're still going to get picked off. So you need to be able to like pull your gun out. I'm going to show you guys a couple of examples. You know, you can definitely pull your gun out. Oops, I went the wrong way, sorry. Let me go back into the cave. You can pull your gun out though from the back of the Desmodus and shoot stuff. So if you see like a bunch of bats, park somewhere you feel safe on the ground and like shoot them with a sniper rifle, pull them to you, fight them on your own terms, because if you get swarmed like what's happening to me right now, it's crazy. They're really hard to shoot. So another really good tool for going in caves, for artifact hunting and stuff, or whatever you need, or any situation where you're dealing with a Desmodus, are these harpoons with nets. You just want to like net every single one and then kill them from their nets, and then tame whichever one you want to tame or whatever. But we are going to get into taming here in just a minute, and it's actually really cool and neat, and I think I have a lot to show you guys to be able to help you guys out. Okay, so one of the most important features, or I think in my opinion probably one of the most important features for the Desmodus, is the Sanguine elixir that you can craft in its inventory. And I almost forgot to show you guys because I thought I was like gonna save the best feature for last, and then I almost just completely skipped over it, so I had to go back and do this. But anyway, the Sanguine elixir, so if you open up the inventory and throw some blood packs in the inventory, click on the consumables tab, you can craft this Sanguine elixir for 200 blood packs. And what this does is add 30% to any tame bar of any animal that you're taming. Now you can only use this one time per animal, so you can't get like 3 of these and then instant tame anything, but it's 30% progress to taming no matter what. So you just put it in your inventory bar. You don't put it in the inventory like I did. You just put it on the last slot and then click it while you're looking at it, and you can see the tame bar went up. Now I did this for a passive tame as well. I had this most chops here, and I fed it what it regularly wanted. I think it was like a rare flower, and then whenever I was hungry again, I was able to feed it the Sanguine elixir, and sure enough, it went up 30% on that as well. So this is for passive tames and tames that you knock out, and the tames that you knock out, don't forget that you still have to use it. Like, you put it in your inventory and then use it while you're looking at it. It's kind of weird and new, but honestly probably one of the coolest things about the Desmodus, and it's already got some really cool features. Okay, so now we're going to move on to taming one of these, and I'm going to go ahead and throw some of the admin commands on the screen for you guys. I'm going to show you guys how to spawn it in, as well as how to spawn in a wild one, and how to spawn in the saddle if you need that. And screw it, I'll go ahead and throw in how to spawn in a blood pack. So anyway, I have the harpoon gun out because I'm still traumatized from the cave attack earlier. But don't forget your harpoon guns whenever you're actually going on a taming expedition. Obviously, like, it's going to be harder in the field because I've like built like a little cage for it, and I spawned it inside the cage. It literally doesn't get easier than this, so I actually didn't need to use this harpoon gun, because the way to tame these is to let it pick you up and drain your blood. That's how it tames. So it can either drain blood straight from your body, or it can drain blood from blood packs in your inventory, similar to the Bloodstalker. So make sure you have a whole bunch of blood packs. I'm really not sure, like, a good amount. I was told to go on a taming spree or like a taming expedition, bring like 400 or 500. That'll be like more than enough, like way more than enough, because every time it picks you up, it only drops you after it has drained 10 blood packs from you. So definitely anybody going on a taming expedition for some Desmodus, have blood packs in your inventory, and you'll be just fine. Whenever it picks you up, it's going to drain those instead of killing you. So I think I'm having a problem here where it picked me up and then dropped me because of these foundation here. So I'm going to get rid of these foundation and see if maybe it will fix that issue, because it's supposed to drain. It's not supposed to drop you until it drains 10 blood packs. Okay, so it picked me up immediately. It is holding me under the map, but it's not dropping me, and I can see the tame bar is actually going up, so that works perfectly. I'm not sure if we can actually use a Sanguine elixir on Desmodus or not, since it comes from a Desmodus. I don't know. That's actually worth testing. I might try that out. But yeah, this is everything you need to know about the taming. I'm going to go ahead and let this finish, and then we'll move on to the last little bit that I want to show you guys. Now that I've shown you just about everything there is to show you about the Desmodus, I want to throw in an extra little tip here. Maybe when running caves or even taming them and trying to deal with like a group of them, just know that they can't take you off of an Andrewsarchus saddle. If you are on an Andrewsarchus with a saddle, they can't take you out. And you have a machine gun, you can literally just mow them down. So instead of being on foot and like having to have like a group of people to harpoon them all with nets. Just throw a couple people on Andrew Sarkis. Definitely the solo way to go. Hopefully you guys got what you needed out of this video, and I'll catch you guys on the flip flop.